Привет всем, кто смотрит. Вы на канале Game Selection. Меня зовут Павел. Я продолжаю проходить Fallout 4. Поехали. Итак, у нас по плану поговорить с Шоном. Возможно, новое задание даст.
Hello, Father.
Привет.
Tell me, what would you do when someone has stolen from you?
Ну, расстроюсь.
That's a loaded question. What's been stolen from you?
Institute property is not often taken from us. We cannot react lightly when it happens. The group that calls themselves the Railroad have acquired several synths from the Institute. Synths that had gone missing in recent months. They no doubt mean to free these synths, in their delusion that synths are somehow sentient beings. You've been in contact with the Railroad, so you're aware of their misguided beliefs.
What happened? What have they done?
They are in possession of technology that does not belong to them. Usually they are a minor nuisance, but lately they have become more emboldened. I'm afraid we've reached the point where of these synths, and need to reacquire them before the Railroad can hide them.
Where are the synths located?
A small settlement at the old Bunker-Hill monument. But it's important that we act on this soon, before the Railroad has any indication we've tracked them. We also don't want the Brotherhood of Steel getting wind of the presence of the synths. That would only complicate matters.
I'll act quickly. You can count on me.
You'll have a contact waiting for you just outside Bunker-Hill. Good luck.
Добраться до банкер-хилла. Банкер-хилл. Это здесь. Так, нам в ту сторону. Днем прикольней по пустоши ходить, чем ночью в темноте. Ничего не видно. Пошло.
Smarter than this. Won't be bothering anybody now.
Монсеньор Плаза. Что это такое? Oh.
Who's there?
Someone's coming.
Так, еще кто-то есть. Мутант. Привет.
I don't think we're alone.
Ого. Как их много. Дурачок. Было красиво. Собака бывает кусачей. Еще двое. Или трое. Ой-ой-ой. Не надо так. Какой-то крутой супермутант. Он со всех сторон. Что такое? Так, у него теперь что-то есть. Как добраться к нему? Может показаться, что у меня бесконечные патроны. Ну нет, их просто 2000 было. Умер. Так, тут надо что-нибудь помощнее. Вот так вот. Блин. Так, это не дело. Сохранимся. Headshot. Подозрительно тихо, никого нету вокруг. Так, вот он.
I've been waiting for you.
Привет.
So, what's our situation?
I assume you've been briefed? Our targets are inside. 4 synths under railroad protection. Majority of the settlement is uninvolved and are expected to run for cover. The situation appears to have escalated. A covert approach is likely impossible. We move in, secure the synths, and I relay out with them back to the Institute. Clear?
Да,
Yeah.
пойдем.
We've got this.
Remember, the synths are the primary objective. Harm must be avoided at all costs. Here are the recall codes. Follow me. SRB intelligence reports indicate that the synths are being... The mission's parameters just changed. I'm going shooting. Requesting backup relay now.
Раз не стали, как не хочется с ними ссориться. Даже из подземки не хотел ссориться.
Key.
Ну давай. расход. О, это крик за нас. Местных не видно. Так, вы со мной, ребят. Так, надо слабеньких сначала убивать. Жирненькие. Наверное, самое мощное оружие. Ничего не отменяет. что-то разлегся. Так, братцы, не стали вашего сюда. Ты дай пройду. Гатлинг лазер. Хороший.
I will limit the pain I inflict if possible.
Вот это у меня син пулемётчик. Молодец. Так, а опыт мне за него не дали. А, вот дали. 90, отлично. Так, руки, ноги валяются. Ну ты суровый тип вообще. Патроны. Так. Этот Так, вот они, наверное. 4. Как мне с вами разобраться?
Here they are.
God, it's a courser.
Oh no.
Issue the reset codes and we'll relay back to the Institute. Time is critical.
I've been looking for you.
No, I've got money. It's yours if you let me go.
Блин, как поступить?
F633, initiate reset. Authorization
Ладно,
code
не буду
Delta
залупаться.
62 Arcus. All right, Synth.
Please.
Z322, initiate reset. Authorization code Gamma 49 Typhoon. You there, Synth.
Come on, please. Just don't.
B257, initiate reset. Authorization code Theta 93 Stratus. No sudden moves.
Please, no.
Y915, initiate reset. Authorization code Beta 77 Tempest.
That's all of them. Objective complete. Return to the town. Make sure all hostiles have been eliminated. I will relay the synths back to the Institute. Report to Father upon your return, and good work.
Давай, пока. Так, теперь надо опять поговорить с отцом. Так, Так, где-то здесь мы должны с ним встретиться. В развалинах. Вон он.
Sean,
You know, in all my years, I've never set foot outside the Institute. Not once. Since the day they brought me here. I've never had a reason. But now, this just confirms the truth I've always known. The Commonwealth is dead. There's no future here. The only hope for humanity lies below.
it's not so bad, really. People manage.
Perhaps. But at a cost too great to be worth it. Standing here, I'm reminded of how fortunate I am that I was spared a life in this wasteland. I know that to you, I was kidnapped from that vault. In truth, the Institute rescued me. Both of us, really.
Kellogg called me the backup.
Did he? Well, he was correct. I was the perfect candidate. An infant with uncorrupted DNA. But if something were to go wrong, if I died, well, the Institute realized a contingency plan was prudent. Another source of pre-war DNA, preferably related to their primary subject. It only made sense that my parents should fill that role. So you were kept alive and safe within the vault. I'll admit, when I had you released from Vault 111, I had no expectations that you'd survive out here in all this. To not only do so, but manage to find me. To infiltrate the Institute itself. Extraordinary. This...
Why let me out now? After all this time.
That's... well, that's hard to explain. Certainly it was no happen. An experiment of sorts. I had no idea what kind of man you were, you see. Would the Commonwealth corrupt you? As it has everything else? Would you even survive? Perhaps most curious to me, would you, after all this time, attempt to find me? And now I know the answer. This really is a matter of importance.
That's all this is to you? All I am to you? Just another experiment?
No, that's not all. But still, I'm glad it turned out the way it did. There are greater things to come after your success at Bunker-Hill. The synths have been safely returned and will be repurposed. Thank you for your work. I hope you weren't at too much risk.
What do you mean, the synths will be repurposed?
Modifications will be made to correct the defects in their programming, and they'll be assigned to new duties within the Institute. Not the first or last time it will happen. The railroad remains an annoyance, of course, but they'll be dealt with as necessary. And you, well, you've passed the test, as they say. You have done well. Please, Take this as a token of my appreciation. Our appreciation, really. It's time for you to become more involved in the future of the Institute. I'd like you to join me inside. The Directorate is meeting, and you should be there. I'll be waiting. I've seen enough. It's time to go back in.
Да, интересно, интересно. Итак, на этом я прервусь. Продолжение следует. Обязательно подписывайтесь.